Oh my gosh. Watching the trailer to this movie had to have been one of the most depressing trailers I've seen all year. And what I'm talking about is a brand new film called Prisoners. It has a huge laundry list of stars in the film, from Hugh Jackman, Paul Dano, Terrence Howard, Maria Bello, Melissa Leo, Viola Davis, and Jake Gyllenhaal. I got them all. And there's just so many actors and actresses in this film, and a lot of them have won or been considered. And then there's Paul Dano. Sadly, he hasn't been nominated yet, but maybe someday. I think he's a really good actor. He should be nominated one day. Prisoners actually tells the story of a kidnapping that happens during when two families meet together at Thanksgiving. They're neighbors, and they're having the time of their life and enjoying each other's company. But then they realize that their daughters, one daughter from each family, is missing. They went off and now they're gone. And that's where the movie really starts. And we also meet Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays a cop, and he is on the case. You know, he's trying to find out what happened, because maybe Paul Dano did it. Of course, this is all in the trailer. I'm not really giving anything away. They do give a little bit in the trailer to get you to kind of whet your appetite, because this film is much more than that. There is a lot more going on in the film that is sadly, this movie is just really sad. I'm very conflicted in my feelings right now, because I do recognize that this film is directed and produced and acted, and the cinematography by Roger Deakins is amazing. I know the film is a brand new, there's a brand new director that made this film. I know he was nominated once for Best Foreign Language Film, but I think this might be his first film in America, and he does an exceptional job. This movie is quite the experience, but it's not for everyone. I can't recommend it actually to everyone, because it is a dark film. It is a film that will not make you feel good inside at the very end. It's a film that's going to make you question your own life, and sometimes it's like, what would you do in this situation? And would you react in this situation? And how you would survive? It's a heartbreaking film, but it is also a film that I did want to connect more to. I do have some questions. There's a lot of answers that I don't know will ever come from this film. Some of the things were presented at times were it threw me off a little bit, and I don't know if that was the right way of going about it. But I guess a little bit of this could be nitpicking, because overall, this is a very powerful film. Even though I wasn't emotionally connected as I wanted to be, I wish I felt something more as I was watching this movie. But though near the end, when some things are resolved in kind of a weird way, sometimes it felt a little Hollywoody in its way of presenting things. But then other times it felt like, oh, that's very smart. That's interesting. It's just, I really go back and forth of how I feel about this movie. But overall, I think this movie is worth seeing. Even though it's a film that I don't know if I would ever rush out to watch again. Maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now I might watch it again. It's just not a very happy movie. I feel like now that I've watched this, I should go watch a comedy or watch some really over-the-top, heavy-handed Christian movie that has everything nicely wrapped up in a bow, and everybody lives and everybody's happy and everybody survives and we're all living roses and puppy dog tails and all that stuff. But with this movie, prepare yourself emotionally, because you will have an emotional roller coaster. I think most people might have an emotional roller coaster watching this movie. I kind of did. I wish I was more into it, even though I think Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, who are the stars of this movie, there is a laundry list of people, as I said before, but I think Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman are the front runners of this film. And if they get nominated for Oscars, I won't complain about that. If anybody puts this in their top 10 or top 20 of the year, I won't complain about that. I don't know if I would actually do that, but this is a pretty incredible film when it comes to a subject matter. It's not easy. I mean, losing a child in some capacity or another, I've never had that happen to me, and I pray that it never does, and I pray that it happens to nobody in the world. But we live in an imperfect world, and bad things happen. And so I think on a human level, we can connect with this, losing something. And in that way, it can be an extremely effective film. And for that, I'm going to give The Prisoners 3.5 stars. I'm Movie Man Chat. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And if you love to go to the movies, check out MoviePass.com, because it's awesome. I love MoviePass.com. And before I go, I just want to let you know that I also saw this movie with Big Gabe of Stuff Rio Entertainment. Please go check out his channel, subscribe to Stuff Rio Entertainment. I'll put a link in the description box below. We saw this movie tonight, and we also did a review for We Live Film. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out Prisoners when it comes out September 20th, this Friday, in theaters. Bye-bye.